Welcome to day 28. It's our self-care Sunday. I'm so excited to share with you today a lovely breathing exercise which has really helped me personally with kind of grounding and balancing. Obviously, if it doesn't work for you, just skip that part and go to the next part if that works better. If you're enjoying the breathing exercise and you want to do it longer, just pause the video and continue in your own time. So we're going to start in any kind of seat. I'm choosing to sit on an actual chair, but you're welcome to be like on the floor if you want to grab a cushion or something like a blanket rolled up to perch on. Whatever feels best for you to get grounded and really arrive here in the body and in this moment. Let's take an inhale together. Exhale through the mouth. Starting to settle. Feel that grounding through those contact points, through the sits bones, and any other parts of the body that are in contact with the ground. For example, my feet are rooted here. Following that breath, feeling the long, nourishing inhales, and you're watching them all the way through your body. And then enjoying the exhales. Letting go, releasing with every long exhale. So you could just stay here enjoying this awareness of the breath. Or you might come to an alternate nostril breathing exercise with us if you'd like to try it. So I use my right-handed, so I use my right hand. And we're going to close one nostril, inhale through the opposite nostril, close that nostril, and exhale through the opposite side. So we'll do it together. See what works best for you. I like to have these two fingers, the index finger and a middle finger, kind of folded over a bit so that I can focus on using the thumb and the ring finger. There's lots of different ways of doing this exercise. For me, that's what works best. So we'll take an inhale. Exhale to clear. We're going to close off the right nostril and inhale through the left for 2, 3, 4. Close the left and exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Closing the right and exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Close the left and exhale right, 2, 3, 4. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4. Close the right and exhale left, 2, 3, 4. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Close the left and exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. And exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4. Just going back to a regular breath, or continuing if you like to pause the video and do a bit longer. You can suit it to whatever breath length works for you. We've all got different kinds of breath length. And you might like to even take a longer exhale. So you could inhale for 4 and exhale for 6, for example. See what works for you. And if we're here together, then just coming back to a natural breath. Feeling that grounding and just notice how you feel after that little bit of breathing. So I like to do this every morning. That's what we were taught on our yoga teacher training course, and it's really helped me to find a bit more balance between left and right side, but balance in my life, I think. I'm sure that, like me, I'm sure that a lot of us in the trans and non-binary community come with mental health issues. I'm finding some kind of tool that helps to balance and ground us. So important, whatever that might be, whatever works for you. Maybe you can share your suggestions in the comments below. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, shake it out. Let go of that concentration, that focus. Whew. Well done. So we're going to come to a fish pose. It's a bit of an opening. for our self-care Sunday posture today. If we're on the chair, we might bring something behind us. For example, I've got another yoga mat here, and I could bring it like behind my back body, and then when I come to sit against it, can you see, creates a bit of opening here. Maybe I will show you from the side and see if that gives you a better view. So, can you see it's kind of creating something to lean up against so that the shoulders kind of drape open. Just check in with the neck, see what's comfortable. And we're trying to create a bit of lift here. There's other options. You don't have to use a yoga mat if you don't have one available. It could be a blanket, or like I've got this kind of like more rectangular size block, a thinner block here that kind of creates a bit of lift as well. If we're on the mat, I'll show you some options. So it might be that you use something like this block or an alternative, whatever you've got to hand. It's going to come roughly around the kind of shoulder blade area there. So what happens is that our head can drape off it. So and the tops of the shoulders are also draping off it. So I'm not resting on it here, that's clear of it. And then the arms can come out, maybe in a T on the body, down by the side, and it creates this lift, this opening through the heart. Legs could be long. Option to bring soles of the feet to the floor, even to come to like butterfly legs, maybe opening out to the knees. You can always bring something under those legs. When you're coming out of it, you can roll to the side and come on up. Another option is to use something like a blanket. If you've got a fairly kind of thick blanket that has a bit of sturdiness to it, it'll create some lift as well. Obviously you can choose the level that you have it at and play around with that. It really pays to get set up comfortably. So, oh, that feels quite nice, and it's maybe a bit high for me. I need to pull it down a little bit so that my shoulders are really coming off the top here, landing. Oh yeah, I think I can stay there. So I love butterfly legs, but sometimes I find it a bit strong on the hips. When you're coming out of it, we're rolling over and helping ourselves to come up with the hands, or doing whatever feels comfortable and safe in your body. So in my butterfly legs, I'm going to bring a bolster underneath the knees and see how that feels. Oh, amazing. So I've got this nice opening, but it's supported. And the hips can just kind of open and unfold here. And then I've got this rise through the heart space. And as we settle here, wherever you are, whatever shape you found, perhaps we can tune into the sense of this light at our heart space, growing with each inhale. And then sending that light of hope out into the whole world. Knowing that we are the hope, not just for our community, but we're the hope for everyone. Trans people, binary, non-binary. We're leading the way in showing how joyful it can be, how beautiful it can be to live authentically and to make conscious choices about how you want to carve your path in this world. And that can bring so much freedom to everybody, including cis-het people. Maybe giving people permission to just be a little bit more themselves. And in that sense, I think we are the hope. So as you inhale, feel that light at your heart space growing, feel that hope. And exhale, send it out to the whole world, sharing this gift of your beauty with the world. Just one more big inhale here. Letting it go. Nice. I'm going to help my knees to come up, give them a little windscreen wiper here, and then I'm rocking over onto my side and pushing myself slowly on up. So we're going to take a little forward fold. If you're on the chair, your forward fold might be a case of folding over something. So I'm just going to fold over this yoga mat and fold here. We're taking a little counter pose to that opening by turning inwards. If we're on a mat, we might come to sit up on something. Could be like a blanket like this, or maybe even two things, finding a bit extra lift here. And you might bring something under your knees. You don't have to. I'm going to bring the bolster. You could bring a folded up blanket under your knees, just to make sure that we're not hyperextending. We'll inhale here, and then exhale to hinge over. Turn in. Let that head be comfortable. Hands can rest wherever you like, by the side of the legs, on the legs, or the ankles, or underneath the legs even. Feel that breath in the back body. And give yourself permission to just be here in this moment, connected with trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming people everywhere who are also part of this 30 Days of Hope journey. Knowing that you're part of something and your presence here matters. You matter. We need your light. Giving yourself permission to shine bright on and off the mat. One more inhale here. And releasing. Slowly pushing ourselves up, drawing the shoulders up and back. Ooh, give yourself a little hug. Oh, it feels so nice to just be in the body, feeling this lovely level of self-care. Oh, whatever you're doing with the rest of your day, I hope you have a really joyful, restful day. And I will see you tomorrow. We're nearly at the end of this journey. Thank you so much for being here all the way to the end. Let's keep going and finish it together. All right, from my true queer self, my non-binary self, to yours. Thank you so much for being part of this 30 Days of Hope.